Hey guys, Contact Willer 46 here. I'm gonna do take two. Now some of you are probably wondering, what do I mean by take two? Well, due to a series of interruptions, my last take was going pretty well. I got like 10 minutes in. A small interruption came in. It wasn't a big one. My dad just had to tell me something. That wasn't bad. But then I realized someone, for some reason, came into my room and disconnected my laptop's charger. Very stupid, because it's not like it damages the computer to keep it connected like while I'm away, because it needs a recharge, obviously. Well, someone disconnected it, and in the middle of recording, my computer died, and some of my data got lost for my video. And I'm obviously not gonna upload a corrupt video file. So, I just literally restarted the file so I can do this again. But yeah, I got a little bit mad about that. But anyway, now that that's done, we can start doing this video. Now, one thing I did say in the beginning of the lost video, I'll call it now, and it really is lost. You'll never see that because it's deleted, so yeah, one thing about that is I did mention I'm not going to be doing as many of these Let's Play episodes as much as I used to back in summer, because school started now, and school's not taking too much of my time away, but it kind of takes a little bit away. I mean, I do have to spend 6 hours at school. I only have 5 periods, which is nice, and only 2 of my teachers give me homework. As a matter of fact, yesterday only took me 2 hours to do it, so it's not like it's taking too much time. It's just that because I don't manage my sleep well, when I come home, I'm like pretty tired, and I just don't really feel like doing something like this. I don't feel like talking. So you're probably not going to see too much of that. But yeah, I'm still going to try to upload like at least maybe twice or 3 times a week. And I'm definitely going to try to get one out on the weekend. So maybe like twice, like Monday through Friday. And then for sure I'm going to try on Saturday and Sunday. But, you know, sometimes, even on those days, things can happen. But anyway, now let's go back to the game. So, one thing I always liked about this part is how the enemies look like when they're frozen. But one thing that's kind of made me a bit curious is all these, like, enemies are... Hold up a sec. Forgot about this. Alright, Link, I need you to listen to me for a moment. The item you seek is hidden somewhere in this castle. To find it, you must find the entrance to the basement. But that entrance has been blocked away by a mighty threshold, firmly sealed to prevent evil from ever gaining access. Do you know where to search and what you must do to open the hidden way? You will find a clue hidden in the shape, of the whatever, near where we arrived in the castle. A clue, huh? And it's hidden where we were in the castle. I wonder what it could be. Oh, wait a second. Here it is. Oh, wait. There it is. There it is. There it is. There it is. It's there. It's there. It's on my shield. It's, oh my god, it's everywhere. I wonder what I should do. There's these pushable blocks and a Triforce thing. Oh my god. I am totally clueless. Anyway, I was saying, these guys look like they're fighting something, but I always wondered, like, where are the guys they're fighting? Like, they're not obviously. I mean, these guys can be kind of dumb, but not dumb enough to literally attack nothing. I suppose it would be really graphic for a rated E game to have like frozen in time dead bodies lying around fighting these guys, but yeah, you gotta make me wonder. Like, there was like a big fight in here. I mean, look at all the destroyed architecture and whatnot. And, I actually found out in my last take you can go through here, actually. I thought the lasers would still come on even when the time is frozen, but apparently not. And, yeah, everything's frozen except for the water on top and this barrier. There it is. It still moves around. And I just realized there's music. Also, I think That is weird. Okay, so apparently in certain animations, Link just kind of vanishes. But anyhow, this place always used to fascinate me. There's so many small details around. Like, you see a forest over there, like a beach. We're apparently in this large body of water. There's some destroyed architecture over there. There's mountains everywhere, but you can only ever go on this whole little path to Ganon's tower. Not to mention that when you're in Ganon's tower, if you look to the distance, you'll see that it's actually a desert. Obviously, Gerudo Desert, which is more intriguing. Look, you even see there's like a partition, like the water leads somewhere, but they never let you see where it goes. Yeah, this always intrigued me as a kid. I always wished you can just leave. Of course, with cheats on an emulator I played, I did use cheats, and it was cool actually. I was gonna at first I was thinking it might have not been too cool once I actually got there. I used to think that if I did this, it would ruin the magic to use some moon jump cheats to jump out there, but it really didn't. It was just really cool to see these things up close, like you never were before. But anyway, it'll be nicer once we restore time back into this world because, well, everything's monochrome right now. So once we restore time, then we can have the whatchamacallit. We can see the area outside nicely. And oh my god, we solved the impossible puzzle. And even though time's frozen, the statue's gonna move. I sound really nitpicky. I actually didn't mean to sound nitpicky in that part right there. But anyway, we solved the puzzle. There's actually one thing that was always really creepy about this particular part in the game. I don't think I have my volume set raised high enough so that the recording will pick it up because the music's super quiet. But if you turn up your volume at this part, you'll actually hear a really creepy version of the Hyrule Castle verse song. I'll be quiet for a moment, see if I can hear it. Well, I guess I can't really hear it, and I've been silent too long. If you want to find where it is, just look up the Wind Waker soundtrack and Hyrule Castle theme, Frozen. And you'll hear it, and it's actually pretty creepy. Anyway, another thing I found out using cheats, I found out this is actually the same kind of light used in the Earth Temple to reflect off the mirror shield. So if you actually use cheats to have the mirror shield at this point, you'll have a really annoying sound that you get when you have the reflection whilst you're doing the Master Sword cutscene. It kind of ruins the moment. But anyway, we're about to hear the King of Red Lions talk to us again and brag about the impossible puzzle. Excellent, Link. To perceive such a puzzle and decipher it is no small feat. Oh wait, it was. Now take the sword that lies before you. It is none other than the Master Sword, the blade of evil's bane. It is the only sword that can banish Ganon from the world above. Alright. I'll be quiet so you can see this cutscene. You got the Master Sword, the legendary blade with the power to repel evil, once wielded by the legendary hero himself. Great, so we finally got the Master Sword, and I remember how earlier in this Let's Play, I was talking about how some enemies confused me because they took 2 hits to kill when I was used to them only taking 1 hit. Well, now that's not going to happen because the Master Sword will do the adequate amount of damage that I'm used to. But yeah, one thing I'm going to do, I know that a bazillion people probably already showed you this already, but I always love the Ocarina of Time references in here. And you obviously got your basic Triforce in here, but here you got the Sage Princess Ruto. Oh, come on. I used to remember this guy's name, but this was, then again, this was like the one guy I'd forget all the time. I don't know why I'd forget his name. I guess it's because, like, other than seeing him in the Chamber of Sages, you never really see him in another part of the game. Like, he didn't really have significance to the story much. But anyway, then you get Saria. You get a good shot, like, of her. You know, I don't want to just pass over these guys. You get a really cool mosaic of Ganon in the Triforce. It even has the swords, which is really cool. He has a really spiky tail, and if I was correct, his tail was supposed to be a different color, but whatever, you know. No one but Link and Zelda were there, so I guess I can understand artistic misinterpretations. Anyway, I couldn't move the camera out, but there is Darmani, or not Darmani, sorry, Darunia. Darmani is a different Goron. He's a Sage of Fire, obviously, and everyone knows that, I guess. I don't know why I need to say that. Here's Impa. Sage of Shadow, that's right. What's her name again? Naburu. That's right, Naburu, the Gerudo. It's a cool one, and then there's Triforce again. But yeah, those are like, it's cool to see the 6 sages in Ganondorf, or not Ganondorf, Ganon there. A nice Ocarina of Time reference. And speaking of which, if I were to do another Let's Play, I've been thinking in my head of whether I should do Ocarina of Time or Majora's Mask next. I'm thinking of doing Majora's Mask next. And then after that, I might take a break from Zelda games and do maybe like a Mario game or like any other game. But, yeah, I want to do at least one more Zelda game after I beat this one. But anyway, let's go on to one of my favorite parts of this game. Why is it my favorite? Because you get to fight a lot of enemies. And that's pretty fun, right? This part was always really cool for me. I remember I used to be terrified of it as a kid, like when I was younger. Because I was always scared to fight enemies, and these just so happen to be like some of the hardest enemies in the game. And there are a lot of them. And I was never good at it back when I was younger. But now I love it because now I'm more apt at this game, so fighting these guys isn't like a terrible challenge. Ah, dang it. That was just a long time. Nice, got a skull necklace, alright. Boom. Okay. There's a lot of enemies, man. I'm trying my best not to get like hit by any of them. They're not like really attacking vigorously, but I know I tend to mess up my spin attacks a lot, so I'm probably gonna get hit from that. Like trying to spin attack him and just failing. Boom, alright. Ah, dang it. I need... Oh wait, did I get it? I guess... Oh wait, no I didn't. I guess now I did. Ah, shoot, the Knight's Crest, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's a lot of enemies. I'm trying to talk and fight at the same time, but there's just a lot of them. It's still pretty fun, though. Boom. I don't know if you really saw that there. The Dark Knight did a roundhouse to me. The only reason I bring that up is because, I always hear, like people that get misinformed, and they say that the roundhouse kick will, like, send you flying. It really doesn't. It just makes you flinch. The attack that makes that sends you flying is that jump attack they have, but that's only when they have a weapon. Like that one. if you got hit by that, you'd be sent flying and take like 2 hearts of damage. Boom. Alright. Let's get this item first. Alright, I think that's good. I don't know why I climbed up this, but you know. Alright, so we're gonna get... We got refilled on our bombs, I guess, right? Yeah. Alright. Boom. You'll just never win, pal. Boom. Alright, we got him. Let's see, 16 minutes. Hey, who invited you, huh? I love that face they make. They're just like, how could you? You know, when you steal their skull necklaces. Anyway, there's like one back here I always kind of forget about. I gotta make sure I'm not forgetting about him. Oh, dang it. One thing I can say I don't like about the combat in this game is the fact that when enemies are like, when they flinch, they can't be attacked. You know, like if they are knocked down and they are getting up, it takes like about a second before they're before you're able to attack them again, which is pretty annoying. If I'm not mistaken, I feel like the enemy on the shield of the Dark Nut is actually like a boss or like another enemy in another Legend of Zelda game, but I can't quite think of it right now. Alright. We're making some progress. Pretty good progress too. I think we got all the first floor enemies. Ooh, a lot of moblins. We just broke a pot that was probably like centuries of years old. But hey, you know, as long as we get our rupees. Ooh. Try to like sneakily attack us like really quickly. Alright, your sneaky tactics don't work on me. Just one pathetic green rupee when usually these guys drop an orb that have a ton of nice items. You know, one thing I'll show about the Dark Nuts first. I always love this, is that they'll actually try to imitate your spin attack. And if you do a hurricane spin, they'll do their own version of the hurricane spin. Which is not like too different. It's just that instead of being able to move around like we can, the Dark Nuts will stay in place. But they will also not get dizzy, so yeah, I guess they have the advantage in that sense. But being able to move around, I think, is better than not getting dizzy. Because if you don't want to get dizzy, you just slam yourself into a wall and you're good. And hopefully you would have knocked all the enemies down with their spin attack by the time they are about to attack you. Man, moblins don't take many hits anymore, like, just a few. And I guess that's all of them. Great, alright, so we beat all the enemies, and we have the Master Sword. And we're going to be disrespectful to ancient history and destroy the pots to get some rupees, or some of them, not all of them. And, I guess they're the same design as the ones we see above the ocean, I guess. So it's not that big a deal. One more thing I'll point out, though, is that I find these portraits of the royal family to be pretty cool. Got King Hyrule here. What's his name? Like Daphnis Naforu Hyrule or something like that. I don't actually remember his name. But yeah, you can actually see him here. Although he's more prominent throughout the game. He's actually the only remaining survivor of the ancient royal family. Apparently the Zelda in this game is not, from what I understood anyways, it's not the same Zelda, or she's not the same Zelda from ancient history. Like, apparently she's not this Zelda. She's apparently like this Zelda's descendant. Also, I think it's pretty cool. Like, you look in here and you see the pirate crew were actually advisors, or at least their ancestors were. And by the looks of it, the one in the back that's like whose descendant is like a musclehead apparently looks to be like a female, but I can't really tell because it's a painting that's far away. I meant at a weird angle. But yeah, I love seeing these Easter eggs like that. Anyway, is that it? I think that's it. But yeah, like, if you look at these ceilings, man, it looks more like a church or something than a castle. But yep, that's Hyrule Castle, I guess. We finally beat that part of the game, and we're gonna return to the surface. Are you gonna say anything, Boatman? At long last, our preparations are complete. You must return to me so that we can return by the same path that brought us here. The time has come for you to save your sister from her prison in the Forsaken Fortress. Hurry, Link. Well, spoilers for anyone who didn't play the game, we don't save our sister. Well, actually, we kind of do, but we don't kill Ganon, obviously, because we're only like halfway in the game. But unfortunately, we won't be able to return to Hyrule for a very long time now. Matter of fact, it'll take us 3 dungeons and a very long side quest of, that's a fetch quest. Now I realize I only took like 22 minutes, but there is one thing I've been wanting to do for a long time now, actually, and that is get the warp song. So I know it's gonna add on like a few more minutes, but I think I can do it this episode. Basically, what I really should say is, I feel like playing this game a little longer, but I also don't want to, like, you know, take too long. But yeah, so you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I already said I was gonna do it. It'd be weird if I backed out now. So, yeah, I'm gonna get the warp song. This episode, I've not been really talking too much, and I'm kind of confused because I'm still kind of tired from sleep deprivation on the last 2 days, because I slept well mostly, but just the last 2 days I kind of stayed up a bit too late. So I'm kind of not as good as I usually am, which is already not that good, but you know, you get what I'm trying to say. Anyway, so we're going to get our bow out now, because now we actually need it. And soon enough, we should start seeing the tornado. And we'll just shoot that freaking Cyclos in the eye. Yeah, tornado, I ain't afraid of you anymore. Let's do this. Foolish creature who does not fear the gods. To the end of the seas with you. Let the winds of Cyclos' wrath blow you away. Also, apparently tornadoes work like whirlpools in that you slowly get sucked into them, rather than you know, just like getting sucked into them regularly. But one thing I noticed is that, ooh, my accuracy is terrible, but 3 hits takes it out. You actually have a lot of time to get rid of that cyclone. Before, you would just get sucked up pretty much immediately. But, now you have plenty of time. That's a heck of an arm you got there. Let's shrink in size so we're not super imposing. And what an eye! No one's ever been able to spot me in there before now. You obviously have mastery of the air. And now that we've been established that you're quite the Wind Waker, or we've established, never mind. Let's see if you can handle this. I almost messed up. I don't know actually what happens if you messed up. I think you'll just repeat it though. You learn the Ballad of Gales. Wahoo! In the hands of a Wind Waker like you, my adorable little cyclones will be happy as can be. If you need to move like the wind over to the ocean depth, just call on my cyclones. Well, I guess I'll head for home now. See you down the road. And by that, we'll never see each other again. But I guess he's going to heaven. Let's see. Yeah, I think that's good. I think I'll end this episode doing a pit stop, I guess, at Windfall Island. Because there's just one more thing I'd want to do. And that is, I want to, what is it I wanted to do? Get the potion shop guy to sell green potions, that's it. Because now we have, I'm pretty sure anyway, we have, yep, it looks like we have quite a sufficient amount of green chew jelly. Unless he wants like 40, but you know, I'm pretty sure he only wants like 15. So, yeah, I think we're pretty good. We can sell him green potion and, yeah. 26 minutes. Yeah. That was one of the more memorable parts of this game. Not the tornado, but this Hyrule. I can't wait to go back there again, actually. It's really cool for my nostalgia factor to see the Hyrule again. Because that was always gave me a lot of wonder back when I was like a little kid. But yeah, we're almost there. Matter of fact, we're pretty much there. And you know what? I actually could have saved us a lot of time because Windfall Island's one of the areas that we can warp to, so yeah. Oh well. This works too. Alright. Alright, weird old man, we'll talk to you. Oh, if you please, young boy there, please help me. Please listen to my tale of woe. You know. That's terrible. Why, that's just awful. Terrible. You mean child. What harm could it possibly do to listen to the simple request of a poor, old, and miserable man like myself? What harm, I ask you? What if I talk to you again? Then fine, be gone with you, you wretch. I'll find another to ask. Go away, plech, plech. Did he spit on me? I think he kind of did. I don't know, like, you don't actually physically see him spit, but then apparently this guy has like Alzheimer's already because you walk away from him for a bit, and then he's all like, huh? Oh, I think I totally destroyed his spirits. We'll roll away from him and then we'll come back. Alright, I guess not. Alright, let's see what this Dastin mailbox has. And then we'll sell the green potions, and then in the next episode I think I'll do some more stuff here. For letters for Link, we have one letter. A loud chair. That's what it is. I'm sorry if you heard that, like, chair that I was adjusting. How are you doing, Link? Do you have enough of Granny's soup? Where are you now? You may be closer than I suspect. Are you hungry? Are you keeping warm? You haven't injured yourself, have you? Well, yes, I have, but I can heal easily. You always work so hard, Link. Do you have enough rupees? Your grandma doesn't have a lot, but I'm sending you everything I've saved up. As long as I have you and Ariel, I don't need anything else. I just want the two of you to return home safely. Love, Grandma. I always felt bad because she says this is as much as she can save up and it's 20 rupees, but we already have like 509 or 29 now, well, because of her. But yeah, let me just sell the stuff to the whatchamacallit, the green potion, or not the green potion shop, just the regular potion shop. Spoils bag. Alright. What's up, dude? Hello, hello, and hello again. This is Chew Jelly Juice Shop. We only use 100% natural chew jelly here. I assure you. Look at my wares. Our restorative juices are simply made with plentiful portions of chew jelly. Or specially made, not simply. If you get on hands on any chew jelly, please, I beg of you, bring it to my shop. Alright, well, you know what? I'll bring it to your shop. Huh? Could it be? Could that possibly be? Is that Did you by chance bring me chew jelly? Oh. Ah. This is an extremely rare color of chew jelly. Not really, it's just that the only place I go to see them is, well, they're blocked by a bunch of rocks, so I can never actually see them. Oh yeah, I meant, perhaps it indicates a new breed? What a fascinating jelly development. I never seen one of this particular hue on Popprint Isle, a small atoll famous for its robust chew population. Ah, but I digress, and the game is afoot, for when it comes to making potions, I am a true artist. I have been shown something rare, inspiration bubbles up from within me. Oh, wait for it, here it comes, oh! That's it! That's it, that's it, that's it! That's it, times like, oh god, that's 20, okay. I'm not 20, but whatever. That's a lot of that's it. That's the sparkle I was looking for. That sudden burst of inspiration. Eureka! I'm going to use this chew jelly to create a brand new, unheard of kind of potion. It's been 10 years since I began my now legendary studies of the chew jelly. I must begin mixing this new potion before my first new inspiration in years vanishes. Just mixes some stuff together and then it blows up. Boom! And apparently that's potion. It is ready at last. My new chew jelly concoction. It's still piping hot. And I want you to have the first batch, my fellow jelly connoisseur. What's this? No! Oh, what a travesty. You don't have an empty bottle. I can't give you any potion. Oh, well. We have something, like, way better than that. Like, probably 6 times better than that. We have Grandma's Elixir Soup, which not only heals magic, but also health, doubles our attack power, and has, you know, 2 servings. So that's probably, like, 12 times better. So, yeah, eat that, pal. Actually, no, I want my soup. But anyway, that has been 33 minutes, I think. Yeah, that's been around 33 minutes. So I would say this episode has gone on long enough. I don't need to drag it on further than it already has. Not to mention that it does take a long time to upload long videos. And, well, because technology's grown now, a lot of school stuff is online. So, you know, if I'm using up all the internet uploading something, that means I'm probably not going to be able to get my school stuff. Let's talk to this guy just real quick. Okay, please help me. Listen to my tale, sure. Oh, my sweet, sweet daughter. My only daughter. Poor Maggie. No, poor Maggie, not rich Maggie. She was captured by a bunch of villains and taken to the Forsaken Fortress. What on earth could those scoundrels want with her? Are they just roaming around looking for young maidens? Are they just evil creatures who delight in mischief? Well, crud. I guess that's it, well, crud. Having a kidnapped daughter doesn't get you a single rupee, you know. Please, please save my poor daughter, I beg of you, here I stand begging. I hope you'll give those scoundrels in the Forsaken Fortress a good scare. They'll pay for what they've done. Oh yes, pay! Yeah, obviously a kid can do it. I mean, I guess I have a sword, but... I mean, he has no reason to think I can do it, even though we're the only ones that could. But anyway, so like I was saying earlier, yeah, what was I saying earlier? Something about school, I think. I think I was just saying that, it's gonna take time. I don't know. You probably already... I think I already got the gist of it out of there. So, I guess I'll just do an outro now. I don't think I've ever been too good at these, so let's just try to make a slightly better one. Hey guys... Oh god, don't talk to me again. I could just end it off. Anyway. Alright, but yeah, thank you guys very much for watching this episode. I hope you guys like this series. If you do, make sure to check out the playlist that I made, and you can find all the other episodes. This should be 11. This is episode 11, so if you are watching this, you can find 10 more episodes in there, and obviously in the future there will be more. So yeah, if you like this, check that out. Whatchamacallit. I hope to be doing more of this in the future. I think I've gotten a little bit better at doing this sort of thing. I remember at the beginning I was absolutely terrible, and now I'm just kind of terrible. Kinda, I don't know. To be honest, the opinion should really belong to you guys, not me, you know? I'm trying to make you guys happy, so it really should be your opinions that matter, not mine. But anyway, enough of that. So, yeah, I think I said everything I wanted to say. So with that, I guess I'll see you next time.